Okay, take 197. So I started by making two rounded edge rectangles with them slightly overlapping because I'm going to weld them later. I decided to make the bottom rectangle more rounded than the top because I just like the way it looked. But you can make your rectangles look however you want them to look. They're functional either way. So I mirrored it to the top, and then I have it slightly overlapping in the center. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to center all the shapes together. I just made sure, I think I clicked it twice just to make sure. And then I group them, and then I'm going to weld them. And so it becomes one shape. So that is the shape of the tab, and you can use that for pretty much anything. It doesn't have to be Bible tabs, but it's pretty easy to do. And then I just created a line across the center, and then I changed the line so that it would be, um, the style would be dashes, so that way it would fold easier. So I'm just going to copy and paste the text just to kind of give you an idea of how I got the text on there. I'm sure there's easier ways to do these things, but I'm still learning. But this is, it worked, and I was excited that it worked. So you will have to go through and change, obviously, all the wording on it. But once you have the template, it's pretty easy to go through. I think it was the hardest part was just making sure I spelled it right. So once I got that somewhat centered, I went ahead and I replicated it. And then I made sure that I looked at other templates to see the how the font was supposed to be, how the wording was supposed to be positioned. So then I take that and I center all of that together. And then you can kind of play with where the distance is between the wording and then that dashed line. I noticed that it was gapped a little bit more. And I'm just going to show you what it looked like with a fill on it. Okay, and that was my, like I said, that was my original one. So I'm just going to get that out of the way so that you can see how I set it up on my page. Um, I'll go ahead and group it so nothing gets moved around on accident. I put on my registration marks, put my print and cut border on, and then I go over to the replicate panel and I click fill page, and it spaces it all out nicely for me so that I don't have to do it. And then I'll come back because I made a little mistake here. You'll see what I did. I went in and I said, oops, each individual image. I didn't want to have to click cut edge on every single one. So I remembered and I went back to my design and I grouped it all and then went back to send, cut edge so it won't cut my words out. And I used an adhesive cardstock, printable adhesive cardstock. It was also called heavy duty sticker paper. But that's it. Send it through.